And now a man who still carries a Hong Kong Phooey lunchbox, Ricky Cobb.
Oh, yeah. Welcome, you sweet bastards. It's the most wonderful time of the year. It's spectacular bracket of randomness time. I'm excited about the other tournament, too, but the one that I'm really excited about is the one that we've been prepping for over at Super 70 Sports for about the last 9 months or so. And this is the baby that it has begotten, and I'm quite proud of it. This is what we've birthed into the world. Ronnie and Tim. If this is my legacy, I think I'm okay with that. A lot of great matchups that we have, and we've got a nice one here today that I think is going to be pretty competitive. And Ronnie, this is one that I think that you're going to certainly have a take on because I know that you're a fan of both of these things. College football, which is maybe your favorite thing. I don't know, second favorite thing to sex. Second favorite thing to
at this point,
selling
I'd
t-shirts.
probably go college football.
You've had more success with college football maybe in recent years. So we got college football, which is a proven crowd pleaser. It's the, I believe, the 7 seed on its side of the bracket, taking on the 10 seed 1980s NBA. Larry, Magic, Doc, Moses. Who should get mentioned first after that? Obviously Jordan, although people associate Jordan a little more with the 90s. He came into the league in 84.
Isaiah.
So it was a glorious era. Isaiah, yeah, we had to mention that motherfucker. Dominique Wilkins.
Listen, we can feel the way we feel about Isaiah, like the dude, but he could ball. Like, that is indisputable.
Yeah,
like,
there's
he
no
was a
doubt.
good basketball player.
There's no doubt. Ron, do you know who the leading scorer of the 80s was? This is just a little bar.
You would get so mad at me if I asked you that question.
Well, I know the answer. I would be thrilled. I'd be thrilled because it'd be a chance for me to look smart for a change on this program.
Steve Mix.
Steve Mix, I believe, is 6th.
Okay.
On the list, Ron. So that is, if we were playing Family Feud, ping, it's on the board. Alex English, the mile-high scoring machine for the Denver Nuggets back in the era. Robin Yount had the most hits in Major League Baseball in the 80s. There's another one. Go win a bar bet with that, somebody. And Alex English was the leading scorer in the NBA. It was a great era. Just a great era. And I don't think them kids today that need to get off my fucking lawn understand what a great era it was because they didn't grow up on that beautiful version of basketball. It was just a better game. And it wasn't as watered down either. There were 23 teams in the league at the time. And somebody out there is probably saying, yes, but the population has grown proportionally and whatever. But there were fewer teams. There was a greater concentration of stars on teams, I believe. As I have tweeted many times, you could put a picture of the Lakers and the Celtics out there with as many as 7 guys in it, and they're all Hall of Famers. I said on the program, earlier this week, Ron, Philadelphia 76ers had 5 Hall of Famers and couldn't win their fucking division most years.
Mm-hmm.
That's the level of talent that was concentrated with these great teams. We had Ralph Sampson and Akeem Olajuwon on the same team. 2 college legends. And, of course, Akeem is a pro legend as well. And they only got to the finals once because the Western Conference was it was the domain of Kareem and Magic. So I love me some 80s NBA. College football, well, look, it's as American as apple pie and Sidney Sweeney's cleavage, motherfucker. So we got ourselves a real battle of formidable opponents here today. Ronnie, break it down for me as only you can.
I mean, the 80s NBA was so good, Ricky. And what's so funny about that is, I think anybody our age will say the NBA is unwatchable right now, and yet every single game is available to you if you're willing to pay, a subscription. And Ricky, and I know
Unwatchable
you,
and totally available.
and I know you also did this, Ricky. I watched the NBA Finals on tape delay at 11:30 after my local news. That is insane.
Very first finals I ever saw, 1979, Washington Bullets and the Seattle Supersonics. And it came on at 10:30 Central Time after.
No, I was in Columbus, so 11:30 for me. Yeah.
Yeah. And it would put up, previously recorded,
Yep.
Dennis Johnson would be bringing the ball down the court, and it would be previously recorded.
Mm-hmm.
And you try not to find out. And it was easy.
And it was pretty easy. It was pretty easy not to find out. Yeah.
Yeah. Because how were you going to find out? Really? I mean, maybe you'd hear it on the radio.
If you were local, yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
there was nowhere
they
to
didn't
find
even
it.
have that.
Like we
they
were gonna
didn't
go to
even
the
have that
internet.
900 number that you could call and hear scores. So yeah, like
Primitive.
So I really, really, really like 80s NBA, but as anybody that's watched 5 minutes of this show, maybe 30 seconds of this show, I mean, you see what's behind me, like college football. I mean, Ohio State football is my absolute passion, but I love college football. I love the tradition. I just love college football. And I hope 5 years from now, I still love college football. I'm afraid I might not. So when we do this poll in 5 years, I might give you a different answer.
You're still not used to Indiana kicking you around. Does that feel just fucking weird after just beating them like a redheaded stepchild for like the last 100 years? Is it fucking weird that Indiana suddenly puffs up and they're like, "Hey, well we'll beat Ohio State"?
Yeah, it's weird, but it's also like I pay such good attention to everything that's going on that it's not like it was this big surprise that snuck up on me. Like if somebody doesn't really follow college football, maybe a little bit, and you're like, "Hey, did you see Indiana won the national championship?" They say, "I'm sorry, what?" But I follow it enough to, I see what's happening. I see that Vanderbilt's decent at football. I see that Indiana was amazing last year. So it doesn't really surprise me, but like for me, this is just, I wish that NBA was a different seed because I'd love to vote for them, but I got to vote for college football.
All right. College football, no surprise there. For me, I enjoy college football. I grew up on Keith Jackson and New Year's Day bowl games. I like the playoff. It's a better way to go about business. But back in the old days, January 1st, it was truly one of the most magical days of the entire year. So growing up on that, a lot of fond memories of college football. But I got to go 1980s NBA for me. The Celtics and the Lakers head-to-head in the NBA Finals is as good as basketball has ever gotten. Basketball to me peaked. And if you want to say the Jordan era, nobody ever took them 7. Okay, Jordan's the greatest player. That's the greatest modern dynasty. But the 1980s, very competitive, beautiful game, a lot of passing, interior passing. It wasn't just a glorified pop-a-shot contest. So I'm going to vote for 1980s NBA, and I think that this one is going to be, I don't think it's going to be any more than, look, I think college football probably wins. I don't think college football is going to get to 60%, however. And we're going to find out who right now. And it will be, in fact, as predicted by yours truly, the 1980s NBA, regrettably. But college football, it is what it is, Ronnie. College football moves on. And who's college football getting next, Tim? Who are they facing in the second round? They're getting the Saturday morning cartoons, I believe. That's a showdown.
Oh, gosh.
Right there. Yeah, look at that. College football against Saturday morning cartoons. We've already seen a Good Morning Dump advance. And a Good Morning Dump is, let's face it, I don't want to kill the suspense of my own fucking tournament here. But the Beach Boys are going to be challenged to take out Elle McPherson and Paulina Poroskova and Christy Brinkley and all of those gals, I think.
Challenges
I do love
being
me some
kind.
Brian Wilson. It's going to be challenging. I don't know. I really do like Brian Wilson. I'll have to think about it, Ron.
It will not be a
Michael
challenge
Johnson
at all.
says,
It'll be the biggest blowout in the whole tournament.
I have seen both. Well, I saw Brian Wilson and I saw the Beach Boys, which is Mike Love and Bruce Johnston. Brian Wilson toured with Al Jardine. You know, there are 3 surviving Beach Boys, Ronnie, nowadays. Michael Johnson there pointing out something. I didn't see what the fuck Michael Johnson said. Michael, you had a chance. I decided to talk about the Beach Boys right over you. That sucks for you, Michael. I'm sorry. Oh, Nellie, Ricky Cobb skipping right over that tweet that had Oklahoma and Nebraska. The N on the helmet stands for knowledge. There we are.
Here's Michael's moment.
Okay, Michael, I got you, Michael. I don't want to screw you over, Michael. It was always waiting for the Bird versus Magic matchup in the 80s until the Celtics broke down with injuries. However, nothing compared to the excitement of a highly ranked college football game in the 80s as a kid. And Michael will still take college football today. Look at that. Barry Switzer and Tom Osborne getting ready to get down and dirty with some Big 8 action right there, Ronnie. It does take me back. Mitch Murch says, do 80s NBA versus today's NBA. I'm guessing 80s is well over 90%. With my audience, I think the 90% threshold probably would be cleared, and Retro Jack is having a little trouble deciding. That's the goal. It's supposed to be hard. Coach HD says nothing competes with college football ever. We have found Ronnie's burner account.
It's a Buckeye. Look, it says Buckeyes after it too. He's a Buckeye.
Yeah.
How funny.
We found your burner. Yeah, Ronnie, air quotes, he. Hawkeye says, this is a hard one because college football today is broken. But what college football should be wins by a landslide. The product on the field is still pretty good.
Yep.
But as Jerry Seinfeld once said, it's like sports is rooting for laundry. And college sports is really starting to feel like rooting for laundry in this era. Jason says, man, this one's tough. I miss 80s NBA, but those days are over. I went college football. So it is what it is. Larry and Magic and Doc. Well, Doc doesn't have to go home, though, does he, Ronnie? Because he's advanced in the top part of the bracket. He's going to be taking on driveway basketball, which upset the Price is Right. So, good stuff going on right now with the spectacular bracket of randomness. And remember, unlike the college basketball, you might just help control the outcome by going over to Super 70 Sports and casting your vote. We don't have voter ID, Ron. It's the only election that I'm okay with there not being voter ID.